Hot girl in coffee shop. I like the sound of this already. Old Billy Boozless. That's right, Billy Boozless. 80 days. We'll be 81 by the time you listen to this, unless I go off the rails tonight. Big fan of your stand-up and the podcast all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. Sorry, I'm yawning. All the way from Glasgow, Scotland. I'll cut to the chase. Glasgow, Scotland. That's where AC/DC recorded their If You Want Blood live album. Right? In a venue that doesn't exist anymore because I tried to find it when I was over there. I'll cut to the chase. I'm a 23-year-old guy who has recently graduated from college and moved down to London about 5 months ago to start a new job. All right? I am enjoying life in my new surroundings, and the girls down here are of another planet compared to back home. However, there is one four in particular who has caught my attention, and I'd like your advice on the best way to ask her out. The lovely Nia's advice is welcome. She'd probably have a better idea of what to do here than I would, but she's not here, as I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin right now. All right. She works in a coffee shop near my work, and she is immense. Easily a 9.3/10. I never have a problem with women, but 90% of the time, I have had a few beers in me at the time, and my confidence is at its peak. Can you give me any advice on how to ask this girl out, given that it's a small coffee shop in full view of the general public? We had some chat. Oh, that's good. So I was going to say, go in there and start talking to her. And I'm 80% sure she's into me, but I'm shitting myself in case I get the rejection, and there's around 30 people there to witness it. Dude, fuck those other 30 people. What you have at your fingertips is a great story, no matter what happens. You either possibly meet the love of your life, right? Settle down, have kids together, and live happily ever after, or you have a hilarious fucking story. Dude, fuck that. The worst she can say is no. Who gives a shit? Oh, dude, I'd ask her out in the middle of the meal. You know, just to make the awkwardness even further. Just stare. Who gives a fuck? Fuck that, dude. If you can chat up women, it's not because you're drunk. It's because you got rid of that stupid voice in your head that says that you can't. You obviously can. Alcohol doesn't make you talk to women. All right? It doesn't make you talk to women better. What it does is it gets rid of your fucking fear. So you can actually, you know, perform. This is like some fucking John Daly shit. Like he used to have a couple of Coors Lights so he'd relax more. Hit the ball further. I'm not saying to go in there shit-faced. Fuck, I got to go back to this Kansas City touchdown. It was a pass. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, dude, just go in there. Dude, fuck this. You're the man. She works in a coffee shop. She's not splitting atoms. All right? Just go in there. All right? Just go in there. Bill, just not even like fucking try to walk in like you're the man and you're some badass dude. Just fucking like block out that voice. Anytime you hear that voice, it's going to go great. Make her laugh. You know, when she said, will that be all? Just ask her for a number. Dude, you know you should ask fucking Joe DeRosa. One time I was with Joe DeRosa. You want to talk about guy fearless? I was with Joe DeRosa one time. We went out to breakfast, and the waitress came over, you know, and he's kind of checking her out or whatever, and we fucking eating. We were eating our food, and he goes, what do you think of that waitress? I'm like, she's cute. He goes, yeah. He goes, I think I'm going to ask her out. And she comes back to the table. He's like, will that be all? And he fucking asked her out right in front of me, right? And she gave him his number. Now, if she shot him down, not only, it's like that story would have left. It's not like he either would just be like with you with a bunch of strangers. I could have sat there and laughed at him, which I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have laughed at him, but maybe he would have thought that I did, and he didn't give a fuck. So I think you go Joe DeRosa on this one. All right? Listen, what is the deal? You're attracted to her. You want her number to ask her out. All right? So fucking do that. That's what you want. That's the same way you handle your career in life. What do you want to do? Go do that. Who do you want to be with? You know, that's a different thing because they have a say. But you got to ask. That's it. So I don't know. I don't know what your deal is. If you're a funny guy, whatever your deal is, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, it seems to be working because you're feeling a vibe like she's into you. All right? So just stop listening to that voice going like, oh, my God, what happens if this happens? Hey, what happens if she says yes? Think about that. All right? There you go.
Pregnant woman's rights. Dear Billy Vanilli, ice cream sandwich loving Burr. Oh, guilty as fucking charged. Vanilli ice cream. Billy Vanilli ice cream sandwich loving Burr. I like that one. I recently saw a visibly pregnant woman smoking. Hey, man, it's her kid. I couldn't believe with all the information we know about tobacco that this still occurs. So I made a post about it on Facebook talking about how if we can smash a window to get a dog out of a car, why can't we smack the cigarette out of a pregnant woman's mouth? That's fucking hilarious. Oddly, this didn't go well. I know you're being sarcastic. And became a discussion about women's rights to her anatomy. I am pro-choice, but smoking while pregnant should be regarded as child abuse. What are your thoughts on this liberals gone wild moment? Hope you were having a great go fuck yourself. Whatever that means. Well, yeah, dude, if you post something like that on the internet, you think some fucking morons aren't going to jump on the hook and start yelling at you? I think it's a great joke. That's what I think. I think it's a really good joke, and I think you should continue doing jokes like that because I think it's funny. And I can tell you right now, if men carried the baby and we smoked, a woman would have every right to slap it out of our mouths. That's my baby too. And they would do it. And you know what? They'd be right. They'd be right. Okay? She's making decisions for someone who doesn't have the ability to make a decision. An unborn child. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you, but as I've learned throughout the years that women are, when you're in a relationship and then you're married and there's a kid and everything, they are number one. They are the starting quarterback. It's them, then the kids, then, whatever the fuck's going on in the house, and then you. That's how it fucking works. That's how the pyramid is built. So it doesn't surprise me that a small number of psycho women are arguing that, but I don't believe that most women feel that. And I don't think that people really think you want to go up and slap it out of her mouth. What you should do is get a spray bottle of water and put it on the most widest, so it hits her in the face too. Oh, what are we doing? Put that out. There's a baby in there. You're welcome. Skip away. And you just do it with water. Water's all natural. Most people are dehydrated. So it's like, and smoking makes you dehydrated. So there you go, right there. Look what I did. See what I did? I saved your baby and hydrated your breasts. How could you be that mad at me? I moisturized your face while, helping your unborn baby. Like, what could be the problem? Who knows? All right, that is the podcast, everybody. I'm going to go watch the Red Sox just started playing the Devil Rays. A hard one. Dear Bill, this is going to be a sad letter, so if you don't feel like dealing with this today, I understand. All right, yeah, fuck this letter. I'm not reading it. No. Truthfully, I think I'm writing you for the same reason Catholics go to confession. Don't worry, I know you can absolve me of my sins. 5 years ago, I switched jobs. When I did, I rolled my company 401k into what's known as a self-directed 401k. My family and I also moved that year, and I took the proceeds from the house sale and dumped those into an individual account with the same broker. Oh, God. It wasn't much by some people's standards, but, dude, if it's all you have, it's a lot. It wasn't much by some people's standards, but between the two accounts, it amounted to our life savings. I did what any sane person would do and bought a bunch of safe stuff and tried not to look at it very often. Then came the pandemic. I actually sold everything at the perfect time. Yes! Okay. Oh, please tell me you didn't get into Bitcoin. I think I was the second or third week in February before everything really went to hell, but I took a long, long time getting back in, and when I did, I didn't play it safe anymore. Oh, boy, this has fucking too many twists and turns here. For a year, I did very well and doubled our life savings. And during that whole time, it never occurred to me the real risk I was taking. Cue the, oh, Jesus. Fast forward to yesterday, and it's been 2 solid years of bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. First, I was long when everything was going to down hard. What? First, I was long when everything was going down hard in 2022. Then I was short when everything was just kept going up in 2023. An absolute epic meltdown brought by tens, if not hundreds of individual bad decisions. So here I am. It's early February and there's basically nothing left. I know you're probably thinking I'm some degenerate gambling addict, but I swear it's not true. I don't bet on sports, only been to casino twice in my life and probably lost $150 combined. I drive a 20-year-old SUV and live in a regular house, don't drink, don't smoke. I just got overwhelmed slowly at first, then all at once. My question's simple. How do I forgive myself? How does a man forgive himself when his selfish and foolish actions cost the people he loves? Thanks for any advice you can give, and thanks for all the laughs over the years. God bless, and go diddle yourself. Easy. You take responsibility for your actions. You apologize to everybody, and you promise that you're going to do everything in your efforts to make it right. And then you go out and you do that. And the worst thing you can do right now is act like the game's over. Your life is over. This is a moment in it. And you know what? You've built yourself a great preamble to the story of your success, of losing it all and coming back. Do you know how many successful people I know that have lost it all and then came back? Success is not trying something, going out, being successful, and then that's it. It's not a linear thing, journey. Success is just stepping out into the abyss and free falling into something, hitting the water and then trying to swim. And there's moments where it's fucking white water and then it becomes calm and then there's a fucking waterfall. And what it is not allowing yourself to get too down or too high, and keeping between your ears positive, which is what you need right now, because right now you're beating yourself up. It's time that the pity party is over. Just tell your wife that. Just be like, listen, I want you to know that the pity, I still feel unbelievable shame for what I did, but the pity party is over, and I'm going to make you proud of me again. And then you just go out and you just fucking, whatever the direction is that you want to be going in, I don't know what you do for a living, and you build it back up again. And I'm going to tell you something. You will get, if you do that, if you don't just look at this like this is the end of your journey, it's the beginning of your big comeback, okay? I feel that, your family's always going to love you. They're going to be like looking at you like you're going to teach them. You can actually give them a life lesson here. So the life lesson here is, you don't stick all your eggs in one basket. And I hate to tell you this, but Wall Street, you might as well go into a casino. Casino, it happens quicker, but Wall Street is 100% fucking rigged. I mean, the House and Senate voted that they can't get tried for insider trading. They make a couple $100,000 a year. Their portfolios, generally speaking, are worth upwards of $20 million. Okay, they're getting all kinds of insider trading. There's a bunch of different ways to make money still in this country. And I think the fact that you're conservative at heart is a good fucking thing. It seems like you just got a little crazy. So just learn from this lesson and tell yourself you're going to figure it out and go fucking figure it out. My stand-up career, I mean, I've had so many fucking ups and downs in this thing where, sometimes things that were supposed to be good, this happens, it actually leads to like a down period or whatever. And I had periods starting off, nobody knowing who I was. And then all of a sudden people knowing who I am. getting big gigs, having a fucking manager and big agency. Then all of a sudden shit cools off. My agency, I've been dropped by, I don't know how many agencies have dropped me. I've been fired by managers. I've gone all the way from being out here in LA and having a 1-bedroom apartment and driving a car to losing all of that, going back to my walk-through bedroom apartment, living with Bobby Kelly now, and we shared the walk-through bedroom part. Like, he slept in the living room on a pull-out couch, becoming unincorporated, and just went through a 6-7 year period of just like trying to put it all back together again, just not being able to get arrested before I started to get it going again. And even then, like, I still have like setbacks. I got a really good role in this movie, and I was thinking like, oh man, this is going to be a great thing. I'll get to do the talk show circuit. Maybe I'll get some good press. I can start getting some better acting roles. And then the pandemic comes, and the movie comes out during the pandemic, does really well, but didn't get to do the hype. I do Old Dads. I'm all excited about it. I'm really blah, 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 blah. And it fucking comes out during the strike. And it was this massive fucking hit that no one really talked about because it did that. And it's just, those are like little gut punches. I mean, the amount of time that me and Ben Tischel put in that fucking movie, it was like 4 years of our lives. And it just kind of, came out and very quietly crushed. I mean, it did amazing, and it's definitely opened some doors, but, I didn't get to do like what everyone was telling me. Oh my God, when this thing comes out, we're going to get you on this show. You're going to be on the cover of this magazine. And that. None of that happened. So even when you're like being successful, like shit like this still fucking happens. You know what you say? You just go, well, what am I, fucking special? Is no bad shit supposed to happen to me? Every fucking person in the business that I am in can sit down and talk way longer about getting kicked in the nuts than they can about going over the moon. Because that's kind of what life is. It's like this fucking, you win, and then the next day there's another game, and you might lose at that fucking game. So that's where you're at, man. You had a bad season. You lost some games. You're on a losing streak. You just got to fucking turn it around. And success is really, so much of it is how you handle when you get your dick knocked in the dirt. And if you could just fucking go, all right, nice shot, dust yourself up. Hulk Hogan, they go to drop your hand that last time and you stop it. You fucking put it up in the air and you start fucking nodding your head and you get up to one knee. That's just what you got to do. It just really is. And I'm telling you, man, don't believe all of this shit that people say about Hollywood where they, because these fucking idiot actors got to ram their politics down everybody's throat. So now everybody's like saying, fuck Hollywood. This whole idea that everybody is out here just fucking sitting around a pool, not doing anything. Like, when I get into business to do a project, I am always astounded at how hard people work. They're psychotic, the level that they work. They're fucking like workaholics. I mean, I'm talking 13, 14 hours a day, and they don't get paid overtime. It's just what it is. Day in and day out, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, your phone is blowing up with fucking a zillion goddamn questions when, you're trying to shoot a TV series or a movie. It's like they're out there. Everybody is busting their ass. But what does the paparazzi show? They show people fucking vacationing in whatever the fuck they go, some island. And even then, that's work because they call the paparazzi. They're not the fucking feds. They don't know where you're at. They call the paparazzi. They don't eat for fucking a bunch of days. And then they put on a bathing suit. And then they got to have that, oh, you caught me. Fucking, look, it's all bullshit. That's even their vacation is fucking work. So anyway, I'm sorry this shit happened to you, but you're going to fucking turn it around. Okay? And what's great about life is when you get in the mindset that your success and your failure is nothing more than your decision. So whatever you decide to do, you can make the decision that this fucking event in the stock market is what destroyed you. And then you can go down to some stupid bar and tell your sad sack story to some other fucking sad sack who's also decided that they're a loser in life. Or you can just decide that, hey, man, I fucking took a nice shot, got knocked on my ass, and I'm fucking getting up, and I'm going to come back even stronger this time. All right? That's what I hope for you. Okay, there you go. There's your fucking halftime speech. All right, and that is the podcast, everybody.
Ex-girlfriend hooks up with stranger at party we both attended. Okay. Hey, Billy, on the back nine of life. That's true. My girlfriend and I broke up about 4 months ago after an 11-year relationship. Wow, sorry to hear that. We share a lot of the same friends, and I knew we would see each other at a friend's New Year's party. 2 days before the party, my ex hit me up and asked to get a drink and clear the air before seeing each other for the first time since the breakup. We had an awesome time, and we ended up going out again the next night and had an even better time. She then asked if I wanted to share a cab to and from the New Year's party. I agreed. Well, at the party, she met a guy, and they were all over each other the entire night. Oh, God. She ended up ditching me and going home with him at the end of the night. I have hooked up with a few people since the breakup, but never in front of my ex. And after the previous 2 nights, I was absolutely devastated by what she did. I would love any advice or insight. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Well, it really seemed like, unless she was completely shit-faced, that really seemed a little calculated. And that right there, sir, your story right there is why I avoided staying in contact with ex-girlfriends. Not saying they were all bad, but I had a girlfriend like that, an ex. And they have like this sixth sense right as you're starting to get past and over them, they just feel it, they call you up, and they just fuck your head up all over again. Here's one for you, dude. What kind of a person would do that? Huh? The kind of person that you don't want to put your seed in. Just know that could have been the mother of your fucking children. You dodged a bullet. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, okay? And I'm willing to bet that unless she completely fucks up her life, you will not hear from her again. Or you will hear from her because she is a sadistic person and wants to hear your reaction. She wants to hear the pain and get off on it while she goes like, well, I didn't think there'd be a problem because we were broken up. So I don't know why you're putting this on me, okay? I thought we had a nice time. We were adults. And the whole time she's just getting off on the fact that you still give a fuck. So, dude, you dodged a major fucking bullet. I mean, I would never do that to somebody. I would never. I wouldn't do that. Like if, I wouldn't do that now. I've been with Nia forever. If I saw an ex-girl, I would never fucking... I would just whisper, Nia, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, Let's go someplace a little more quieter. I would never do that to somebody. That's just a fucking asshole, male or female. To do that to somebody is a really fucking asshole thing. I'm sorry that happened to you, but you know what? You know what's great, dude? She's out of your life. She's out of your life. And you know what those people are about? They're like those what about Bob people. Remember the beginning of What About Bob? The therapist gets Bill Murray's character away from him, dumps him in fucking Dreyfus's lap. That's what she's the fucking female version. Those What About Bob people, if you can ever dump them off on other people, it's fucking tremendous. And she did it to herself. And this is what you do. Anytime you ever see her after that, just big smile on your face. Big smile on your face. Hey, how you doing? Hey, are you mad? No, we broken up. Good for you. Have the time of your life. All right. Nice seeing you. Leave. All right. And now's a great time, dude, to fucking expand your horizon, find new friends, indulge in a fucking hobby, travel, get yourself in great shape, go to the gym. It's time you fucking work on you, and that person is in the rear view fucking mirror. You know what? All she did was give you a great fucking story to tell the love of your life, because that chick ain't it, all right? Enjoy your 2018. You're a free man. All right, this girl is killing me, man. All right, dear Billy Bighead. Oh, shit. You guys are really accurate this week. Back 9, big head. I mean, what? I'm fucking on the ropes here. Somebody throw in the towel. I am a sophomore in high school, but I've been listening to your podcast for a year now. I need some advice. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is fucking scary. I hope you need some fucking regular advice. All right. I need some advice on how to handle this girl. Hey, Nia, you out there? Nia? You wanna give this kid some advice? Oh, that's right. You're sick. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I just want to know if you want me to tell her not to come tonight.
Hang on, let me hit pause here. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Jesus Christ, she's still sick. Sleeping upstairs again tonight. All right. Sophomore in high school, and I need some advice on how to handle this girl. I dated her for about 9 months last year. A lot of heartache this week, and learned a lot. The problem is that this girl is really immature, and I cannot have a conversation with her without her arguing. Sorry, I picked this up. Without her arguing with me or over something not important. Oh, dude, you're a son. Who gives a shit? Fucking move on to the next one. For example, towards the end of my relationship with her, she gave me the silent treatment for multiple days because I told her I didn't like Australia. She constantly insulted me, called me dumb, and told me I was a terrible brother. Are you dating your sister? Or she just observed your family? What state did this come from? And did crazy things like this throughout our relationship. She's one of those girls who thinks that she always gets to be right, and I am not about that life, he says. When she broke up with me, it was this whole scene. Well, dude, it sounds like you dodged a bullet here. What dating is all about is meeting what you don't want, and then you figure that out, and then you finally fucking meet the right person. You're fucking young as shit. What's the problem here? I got very close with her family, and, well, so you're a good guy. And when we broke up, her 7-year-old sister sobbed. Jesus Christ. Her mom even went to the extent to call me on the phone to tell me I was a great boyfriend and wish that me and her could possibly work things out in the future. Her family adores me to this day due to the fact that I really played up the whole nice guy thing. Oh, what, are you really an asshole? This is where things get even worse. She constantly leads me on, and I fall for it. Yeah, that's what being young's all about. And at a town fair, she hung out with me all weekend. We were very flirty, and she heavily led me on, but when I asked her out, she said she wasn't ready. All right, dude. This, once again, if you listen to the last one, this is why you do not stay in contact with ex-girlfriends. Okay? She doesn't want you to meet someone else until she's met somebody. Or I don't know what the fuck they think. I just know you gotta walk. You gotta walk. All right. The same thing happened a few months later. I have left her alone for the past few months, only talking to her once every 3 weeks, and every time she ends up being mad at me for some dumb reason. An hour ago, she was mad at me for not roasting her and called me pathetic. Roasting her? I'm trying to figure out where the fuck you live. You got a little fair, a town fair, and then you guys also have roasts. I don't know what this is. All right. She apologized all the time for her action, but continues to do the same thing. Should I not even talk to her, or should I forgive her because she's just immature and can't handle her feelings? Any advice would be appreciated, especially if you get the lovely Nia to answer as well. Hope the family's doing great, and go drink a beer. It's hilarious. Yeah, I would just have a conversation. I would just say, listen, I don't enjoy talking to you because you always get mad and you yell at me. We are broken up, and I don't think it's healthy for us to continue talking to one another. However, when I see you, I don't want it to be weird. So is there a way
that you in a nice way could just fuck off and let me get on with my life. But if I see you, we could just walk by, we could raise eyebrows, and acknowledge that we saw each other. Maybe we could high five and not saying anything, and then if she flips out, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I mean, it just doesn't sound like. Here's a question for you. Since you broke up, has it ever ended well? Any interaction you've had with her, okay? If the answer is no, then you got to stop interacting with her. But it seems like it's such a small town. I'm judging you because you went to a fair, okay? So in my world, you brought your prize pig down there, and I don't know what the fuck happened after that. All right? I would say, yeah, I would just, I imagine plenty of other women, what's the proper word at that age? Chicks you can fucking go to school with. There's really no middle world, right? Girls. You're not a girl at that point. You're a fucking teenager. I'm not going on Wikipedia again. I don't know what the fucking word is, okay? There's plenty of other fucking chicks you could be hanging out with. All right? That's it. And here's the thing. Here's a tip for you. When you fucking hang out with them, don't talk about your old relationship. Or about some other fucking woman. They don't want to hear it. Just go have a beer with one of your buddies out in the woods, however the fuck you do it. Just be like, I don't encourage underage drinking. Whatever the fuck it is you guys do. That's when you vent. What you have to do is every time it starts to scab over, she calls up or you call her, and then you got an open wound again. What you got to do is you got to heal like a fucking X-Man. And then the next time you see her, and I guarantee you, if you don't give a fuck, she's going to fucking be all over you and want to hook up. And this is what you have to do. You got to not do it. And then watch how quickly all that flirty turns into fucking anger. And then she's going to yell at you and then just keep you cool and be like, this is why I don't hang out with you. Because you're fucking crazy. Something like that. And I would also ask some more adults who actually know the people involved in this story, including yourself. Okay? All right. Good luck to you. All right. My girlfriend's daughter is causing us to break up. Is that a bad thing? Jesus Christ. I mean, you're already dating somebody that already has a kid, so that's going to be already 100 times harder to make that fucking work. And then the kid doesn't even like you. So, I mean, maybe she's doing you a solid here. Hey, Bill. Okay, here we go. So my girl and I of 7 years both work for the same company, and I was offered a better position in Florida. And she was also offered a position as well. Now, here's where the daughter comes in and fucks up the flow. Yeah, because she fucking probably wants to stay at her school. Her daughter's 14, is just starting high school, and is refusing to move, and her mother is going along with not forcing her to move and is going to pass on her position. We agreed I will not move down and get things in order until she... We agreed I will move down and get things in order until she gets there in 4 years. Now, for the past few weeks, we've been getting into more fights, and her reasoning for the fight is... Sit down for this one, Bill. She says it's easier for me to leave when she's mad. She's fighting you because it's easier for you to leave when she's mad. I think that's the dumbest fucking reason I've ever heard. Also, she keeps saying I'm going to go down and find myself some black ass and end up cheating on her while I'm there. Would love to get your take on this situation and get your insight on what I should do. Thanks. And pick up a fucking drink, you pussy fuck. I would say... I'd say there's a staggering lack of trust. I think the key here is to not get into an argument with her, is to just sit down and try and discuss it with her and just say, listen, we agreed that this is what I was going to do, and now what it is I think this is what happened. What she did was she did what was best for her daughter, and she put herself with you in second. But she still sounds like cares about you, and the fact that you're down there, she's worried that you're going to leave, and she misses you. I think that that's what's happening. So I would just ask her, is this some, misdirected anger where you're actually just saying that you miss me and you love me?
Is that what you're saying here? We could work through this. And then if you're really not going to fuck around on her and you're really going to see it through, then you ought to be able to just say, listen, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to be there in 4 years. If you're not lying, I think you ought to be able to work your way through it. And I think this has less to do with the daughter than it has to do with the fact that she just misses you. And she's afraid that you're going to find somebody else down there, evidently wherever you moved, where there's a bunch of black ass down there. That's what I would guess. So you guys need to get on the same page, and you need to have an honest moment with yourself before you fucking slowly tear the Band-Aid off. Either get the fuck out of it or totally commit to her. I mean, 7 years at this point, why aren't you dropping a fucking ring on her? That ought to shut her up for a good couple of weekends. It won't shut her up permanently. I can tell you that right now. Police caught me with a prostitute. What's up, Bill? A big fan of yours. I enjoy all your stand-ups. Okay, I'm going to say this is a first draft. Your Netflix originals, especially F is for Family. Thank you. And your interviews on YouTube, mostly the ones on Conan. I'm 28 years old, single, no kids, live alone, kind of a loner. I smoke weed. I work midnight at a gas station. All right, let's do this again. 28 years old, single, no kids. I live alone, kind of a loner. I smoke weed. I work midnight at a gas station. I never go out. I don't drink. I don't do any kind of clubs or hardcore drugs. I just get horny. I usually have girls, but not this time. Talking to. Somehow I managed to be rude by asking them if they enjoyed giving head. Oh, boy. I got to say, man, I got caught up. Tomorrow I have a trial, and I'm a little nervous. I have to get a court-appointed attorney. I don't trust anyone, though. The lawyer I was supposed to have wouldn't stop asking me for money when I told her I have it in 3 days. I don't lie. I'm honest as fuck. All right. I always get nervous when people say I don't lie. Anybody knows me knows I tell the truth. I didn't do that. All right. So basically what happened, I got pulled over by the cops telling me straight up they saw me talking with a known prostitute. For sure, it was a sting operation, even though she showed me her tits. She was cute. Too cute, if you ask me. A little too cute. So she got in my car and asked me what I wanted. I told her, but she wanted more money, so I said no thanks. She got out, and I decided to go home. I pull out into the street, and literally not even 30 seconds later, I see lights come on behind me. Luckily, I didn't go to jail. They gave me a ticket and impounded my car, though. All right, so what's the problem? I've been bullshitting my mom. I told her the car's in the shop. I thought you said you don't lie and that you're honest as fuck. Anyways, I had to spend $2,000 to get it back, but it was in my mom's name, so I had to come up with another lie. I thought you said you didn't lie. You're honest as fuck. And I was trying to sell the car, even though that makes no fucking sense. What? So I needed paperwork stating she was my mother, giving me permission to retrieve my car from the county clerk's office and have it notarized by the bank. I know, Bill, I don't lie. If I told my mom she'd probably die. All right. So we kind of covered his tracks in. No joke. I'm the youngest of 5, all fuck-ups, all boys. I'm supposed to be the good one, and I am. I was just being stupid. I think the only thing that's worrying me is the fine. Probably like $5,000 to $10,000. Oh, well. Thanks for the time to read this. By the way, I'm going to say where you live. I have tickets to your show. Can't wait. Anyways, thanks, and go fuck yourself. All right, well, she's probably going to find out. I would just tell her. I'd just tell her. Just say, listen, I fucked up. I fucked up. She's your mother. She'll forgive you, right? I don't know. I think I would be more worried about the $5,000 to $10,000 fine than your mom not loving you anymore. All right? You fucked up. You made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. You made a mistake. It's what the fucking life is. You make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. You move on. You try to do better. All right? That's it. I've said it for a long time. If people were cars, we'd be recalled. There's a reason the world is so fucked up. It's because humans are running it. Okay? We're just smart enough to be fucking morons.
I'm terrible at starting a conversation with the girl. I'm good in an actual conversation. What does that mean? Oh, okay. So you can just like, if someone says, hey, welcome to fucking Denny's. Can I help you? You're like, yeah, I'd like pigs in a blanket. Dude, I'm crushing that shit. Anyways, but I rarely get, I'm good in actual conversation, but I rarely get there because it starts off bad. What advice can you offer? Do you have any lines or topics that would work? Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Dude, you're just going to have to learn to have a sense of humor about yourself. You're going to have to fucking bomb. You're just going to have to go up and bomb. There's no fucking, hey, baby, what's your sign line that works. You got to just come up. Here's the thing. If you're not good at hitting on women, don't go to a fucking meat market. All right? What you got to do is you got to chat them up while you're just doing, Jesus, dude, it's been so long since I've been fucking singing. I was never good in the meat market bars. I was always better. Like, I met women on the train. I met them in, like, the fucking gym. I met them, like when we were doing, like, we're both riding on a fucking train. You know what I mean? And they have that guard up there. I guess that you're not going to be a mugger. What the fuck would I do? How would I talk to them on a train? I would just wait for someone. If I saw someone that I liked on a train, the only way I could start up a fucking conversation is if some crazy homeless guy got on the fucking, or some crazy person got on the subway and everybody's got that, oh shit. And then you make eye contact with them. And then I always had a joke about the fucking homeless guy. That's right. I took the piss out of somebody who didn't have a house. And that would break the ice. And then maybe, you're on the subway. It's like speed dating. You got to try to get the fucking number before they get off. But if you're not good at conversation, you got to get good at it. And I would say the gym's kind of creepy. Hey, what are you working on? She's fucking bent over, doing bent over rows, whatever the fuck it is. The only advice I have you, it's just like doing stand up. You just have to get on stage and you have to figure it out. So that's what I would do. I would get over your fear of bombing by getting out there and just bombing, and have a sense of humor about how fucking bad it's going. Laugh at yourself and just keep swinging away. Just keep swinging away. I don't know. Just go Ron Burgundy. Just be like overly arrogant about yourself, how fucking awesome you are, and just say you know that she's thinking all this awesome shit about you. If you're an average looking guy, she'll think it's fucking hilarious, and you're kind of taking the piss out of yourself. There's that angle. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. You gonna ask a married guy? I have no fucking idea anymore. Somebody help this guy. You know what? Why don't you guys send me in your best icebreaker lines? And the only one I think I ever had a good opening fucking line was when I wanted to hit on this woman who was, I already told you this. I wanted to hit on this woman who was with this woman who was a redhead. And I walked up. What did I say? I said, I go, oh, hey, another redhead. I go, you going to the meeting? And then a friend laughed. And then the redhead thought I was into her. And I had to do like, that swim move that rushers do when they're trying to get to the quarterback? I had to fucking push her out of the way and talk to the brunette. And then she was like fucking annoyed that I was hitting on her. And then her friend, I think, caved to the pressure of her cunty friend. Or maybe she just looked at me like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I made her laugh, though. I got one laugh. I think I got one laugh in all my years in those meat market bars. They're fucking horrible. Fucking horrible. You know what, dude? I don't know. You're asking another person that stunk at it. I can't help you. So how about listeners? Give me your best and your worst fucking opening lines, your best and your worst results, and I'll read those next week or whatever. And with any luck, that guy who hates me, someone will be playing it in the fucking background. All right, here we go. Some questions for the week. Hey, Bill, how do I tell my wife I'm an atheist? Bill, I have the greatest wife in the world, and we have 2 wonderful daughters. This is starting off like a horror movie. You know what I mean? How it's always like nice. There's always like leaves falling in a gazebo, but there's just that hint of creepy music. Remember they used to do that back in the 80s when they couldn't just depend on special effects. They actually had to build suspense. That's how this is. Look at this guy. He has the greatest wife in the world, everybody. And he has 2 wonderful daughters. There's a problem, though. Dun, dun, dun. She is a devout Christian. All right, dude, why are you acting like you just met her? You fucking married her. And he goes, and I finally decided that I don't believe in any of it. Oh, that's why. Oh, well, dude, welcome to enlightenment. You can't throw it all out the window. But, the 7 deadly sins, the 10 commandments, all that shit makes sense. But all that other stuff, burning bush, talking to a bat that's walking on a fucking lake. I mean, come on. I mean, are we adults here or what? You have to throw your first baby over a cliff to show that you love me. Hey, I was just fucking with you. You passed the test. What is that? Booming voice coming from the clouds. I just don't buy it. Something's coming back. Like, for the love of God, what is it waiting for? You know what I mean? Is Jesus like Thurman Thomas trying to find his fucking helmet during the Super Bowl? Was that what's going on here? That's 2 Thurman Thomas references 2 weeks in a row. You find another fucking podcast that does it 3 weeks in a row, and goddamn it, you should stop listening to this one. Anyways, he says, I finally decided that I don't believe in any of it. I thought about telling her the old joke, we're both atheists, I just believe in one less God than you do. But she wouldn't find that funny at all. She is okay. She is okay for now, going to church without me because I work nights. But I have a feeling that when the kids get a little older, that I will have to become more involved. Should I tell her now or just let it be and hope that it never comes up? Well, I have to tell you, sir, if you do in fact have the greatest wife in the world, she'll accept you for who you are. And if you're an atheist and you don't believe in the stuff that she believes in, then, there you go. This is what I would do. Let her take him to church. I don't know what to do. It'd be funny. What if you took up needlepoint? Okay, and when you went to church, you just did needlepoint with your legs crossed in the most effeminate way possible. Maybe that's the way you do it, like some passive-aggressive way that you so embarrass the most wonderful wife in the world that she asks you not to come. What if you do like a needlepoint that just is like little atheistic sayings, and you make pillows, and when they have like the church drive, like the bake sale, and they wash your car, you sell the pillows that you sew during the Mass. Oh, you know what? And they say Jesus is Lord, but it's almost like one of those Pink Floyd songs that if you play it, I don't know, if you listen to something, they got like hidden messages or something, or maybe they never did. Maybe just these Jesus freaks did. That'll really freak them out. It may have like subtle messages in like the outskirts of the pillow about this is all a bunch of bullshit. And you don't believe in pedophilia. Oh, Jesus, I'll give me some fucking emails. Anyways, what did he ask? Should I tell her now or just let it be and hope that it never comes up? You're basically saying, should I man up and be who I am, or should I stick my head in the sand? Okay, those are your 2 options. So I'm going to throw this back at you, sir. What kind of man do you want to be? Do you want to be the kind of man that sticks his head in the fucking sand when there's a confrontation? Or do you want to be that guy that just sits down and just says, listen, sweetheart, I tried. I don't believe it. Okay? And I think it's great that you believe it. If you want to go down there and sing the songs, shake some hands, close your eyes, right? Make a pledge for Jesus, whatever the hell you want to do, you go down there and you do that. All right? It's like watching football. I like doing it. You're not into it. I don't make you watch football, do I? I don't do that. You know why? Because I'm the greatest husband in the world. Why don't you try that? Just ask her. Listen. Wait, does she know? She knows that you're not going. Jesus. You know what? You might want to give her a little Jesus juice and get her a little liquored up. I don't want to. You know what, dude? You got to tell her. I don't like how you're deliberately working. I feel like you're deliberately working late on Sundays or early on Sundays, whenever the hell she goes, so you can just avoid this. You're avoiding shit, sir. And this is a snowball. All right? A snowball at Jesus, and it's rolling right down towards you, and at some point it's going to roll over you. And there's going to be some fucking creep in church, like that priest on the fucking Sopranos that's going to come over and fucking hold her hand when you're out there doing your little job there. All right? So I say you just tell her. Just say, don't be a douche. Just say, I totally respect. I mean, I'm fucking around because I got to make this shit funny. I don't care if you believe in that shit. God bless you. You know what? I hope you're right so you can laugh at me when we all die. That's so really. I'm going to hell for the rest of my life. You don't think that's a little overkill? I think the Rockefeller laws are fucking bad. Anyways, yeah, just say, look, I respect that you're into that type of stuff. And listen, you know what, dude? Who gives a fuck? Somebody took you to church, and you, after a while, realized that you didn't believe in it. So if she wants to take the kids to church, just let her take them to church. But your wife has to be okay with the fact that if they say, Daddy, how come you don't go down and pray to the hippie? You can say, because I don't believe in that stuff. I don't think it happened. Okay? In a couple of years, you'll understand what I mean when I tell you about old Saint Nick, when I tell you the real story. You know? There you go.
New job wants to track me. Oh, God. Dear Bill, there's a mandate at my new job that requires my work phone be tracked. This wouldn't be an issue, but on my first day, I had lunch with a guy who was giving his notice at the end of the week. He wasn't too disgruntled. I asked him why he was going to leave, and he told me with a straight face that the company overstepped some bounds. I love this guy. They overstepped some bounds. I'm out of here. They sent him a gift card for his birthday to a place that he shops at, except he never told anyone he shopped there. And it's a niche store. Yeah. You know what would happen if we all rebelled against that? They would still know that about us. They just wouldn't be dumb enough to send that gift card. How wouldn't they know how fucking creepy that is? He attributed it to them reading all his work emails or tracking the browser on his computer, and had no shame in using that info to buy him a birthday gift. It's a huge pay increase, so I think I'll stick it out for a few months because I have bills and student loans. Well, that's how they get you. But I'm going to be very careful about what I say and do. P.S. I'm writing this from a rogue phone with a VPN, so don't worry, I'm not a moron. I think more people need to do that. But then you know what they do? They would start their own rogue phone under a different fucking name. They'll get you. They're going to get you. I've given up. I've quit. All right? My only line of defense is to live the most boring life anybody has ever seen. All right? Anybody who's tracking me right now, they're like, wow, this guy's really into watching people power wash driveways. It's not all that. Real jobs. Hey, Bill, I'm 35. All right? Not old. I'm not young. Just sort of hanging there in limbo. Too old to go to a club. Too young for an AARP card. I used to work in tech. Now I own a diner. I saw you posted something to your Instagram about diners and the dying breed of a local restaurant. There was this whole thing about how diners were during COVID got hit really hard. And these guys were talking about what it takes to run a diner, which is really interesting to me because it looks easy. You know, got that flat top grill going. You know, let me get two over easy. 2 over easy. You know, you usually make that. You know how to make. I just didn't realize all the overhead and all of that crap. You know, people chewing and screwing, dining and dashing. Bipping and bopping. I have very little experience. Wait a second. Where am I? Okay. It's been a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. Oh, this is something this person does, I guess. I had very little experience, but I sought out knowledge from some veterans of the diner business, and they were very happy to help. COVID really destroyed a lot of these businesses. Is there anything better than a great diner? And what's a great diner? It's clean and they butter the toast. They don't bring the fucking toast over with butter to the side that's cold, and then I got to tear apart the fucking warm bread that you're calling toast. Sorry. I've read that half of all second and third generation diners closed down. 7 out of the 10 in my city closed down by the end of 2021, so I believe it. Government didn't do shit for actual small businesses. How did they go out of business when people were ordering food? I guess they weren't ordering from them. dude, is there anything better than going to a fucking diner when you don't have anything to do that morning? You got the local paper. That's the greatest. And you watch all these people fucking walking in. Hey, Mark. Government didn't do shit for actual small businesses. The loans were exploited by big companies, and the math never added up in terms of the damage done versus the money they gave out. I really hope another wave of hipsters come back around and start bringing the old stuff back so you have somewhere to drink your root beer float, you dandy. Yeah, so do I. Oh, what a surprise. Big companies taking advantage of money being handed out by the government. Yeah, taking advantage of the bankruptcy laws and that type of shit. That's what rich people do. That's what they do. And then they act like they're one of you. Yes, they do. And then what happens? They fall off a bicycle. You see that there? Little Trump jab, little fucking Joe Biden. That's what it's okay. You want level trashing of both sides with no salute. That's what I offer people. I trash both sides and offer no solutions. That's what we do here.
All right, plowing ahead. Bill, so something kind of ridiculous happened to me the other day, and you're the only person who I think might appreciate my point of view on the matter. Okay, so there's this really good-looking lady that works at the sandwich shop around the corner from my job. So I've been going there for like a year now, and I've always wanted to say something to her, but never did because either the place was too busy at the time or I just pussied out, usually the latter. So the other day, I finally man up and decided to say something, and it went a little something like this. I go in after 2, so it's not as busy. I place my order. She makes me a wrap. She hands me a wrap, and I say, "Excuse me. I've been coming in here for a while, and I've always wanted to introduce myself." And before I can even get the words out, her smiling expression turns blank. Her lips seal tight, and she kind of looks up at her eyebrows with that, "you gotta be fucking kidding me," look all over her face. I can only equate... shit, I just hit the wrong button on my computer. He goes, "I can only equate the look to an employee, what an employee might have when they're done with their work for the week, and on Friday evening, right as they feel like they're going to get out of there, the boss comes and drops another hour's worth of paperwork on their desk. They can't say anything, but you know they're thinking, you fucking prick." So what I end up saying after I get this look from this chick is, this is basically what the guy says. He said, "Excuse me, I've been coming in here for a while, and I've always wanted to introduce myself." You know what? Fuck it. Never mind. And he goes, "I turned around and I just walked out." All right. And he goes, "Now here's my issue." Dude, we've all been there, all right? We've all fucking been there. All right. So he goes, "Now here's my issue. It's not that I was rejected. Big deal. That shit happens all the time, right? That's like an ongoing theme in an adult life, and I've learned to live with it." Jesus, dude, don't jump off a cliff here. He goes, "My problem is that society," I can't even talk, society. "My problem is society dictates that the guy should approach the girl, and all the girl really needs to do is look pretty. Throw a few signals and wait for dudes to start clamoring like morons. Is it fair? No. But then again, it's really not a big deal. It's one of the situations you grow accustomed to. But if that is the case, and if all women have to do is be pretty, then say yes, or go fuck yourself, could they at least wait 30 seconds for me to say whatever retarded shit I'm thinking before they shoot me down? All she has to do is wait a minute and say, no thank you. But instead, I get cut off by stink eye mid-sentence. Should I have told her to go fuck herself? What are your thoughts on this sort of shit? Your true and loyal fan, Bobo the douchebag." All right. What are my feelings on this? All right. First of all, dude, we've all been there. We've all, you got it in your head, you're going to come up there like fucking Sean Connery in one of those early James Bonds. You even feel like you got a fucking tuxedo on, and then the second you open your mouth, you sound like fucking Arnold Horshack, and you even want to shoot yourself down at that point, okay? But in answer to your question, should I have told her to go fuck herself? No. That's not... I mean, I'm just, having not been there. I can't... It would depend on what the look on her face was, or how she looked. If she was just some hot girl who didn't have a brain in her head, yeah, then you tell her to go fuck herself. But this is a really cute girl, and you actually feel like, wow, I
I'd like to get to know that girl. No, you don't tell her to go fuck herself. It's actually in that moment when she gives you the stink eye is when you have to come up with something funny to say, something clever, something so you show that you're not going to quit in life. Because that's what, I hate to say it, dude, but that's what you showed her. You showed her that you have the quit DNA in your fucking ball bag, and she's not going to want to mate with you. But fortunately, there's plenty of other gazelles out there on the fucking Serengeti that you can try to run down. You see the Discovery Channel. Cheetah doesn't always fucking run the thing down. Sometimes it gets kicked in the face, and then it sits there feeling stupid, especially when it realizes it's being filmed and it's going to be on basic cable. There's where you can actually look at a bright side. It wasn't filmed. You just got to come up with something in that moment that's funny. And I actually kind of thought about it, what I would have said, and I would have choked even if I tried to come up with something funny, because in the moment I would have felt like a douche, and I probably would have attacked what she did for a living, which is the worst thing you can do. I'd be like, really? You know, you've been working here for a year and a half. 2 years, you're making sandwiches. You're not getting any younger there, sweetie. All right, it would have been bad. It would have been bad. It's very easy for me, to sit here and tell you what you should have done. It's kind of like, when you watch a football game or something like that, and once it ends, and whatever the game plan was didn't work out, but, dude, why didn't they give it to Marshall Faulk? I don't understand. It's easy to do that. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, it'd be funny. You got to go back there and keep ordering sandwiches. I don't know. That's fucking humiliating. You might have to find a new place to get a sandwich, dude. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how you pull yourself out of that one. What did you say? You know what? Fuck it. Oh, this is what you do. So just walk in, just kind of be a dick, When you just walk up, hey, sunshine, or something. Don't listen to me. All my shit just always ends up with, there's a reason I get heckled as much as I do, because I'm an asshole. But as far as like what you said earlier, because I know there's a lot of women pulling their fucking hair out right now when you say all a woman has to do is be pretty and wait for the offers to come in. I don't know, dude, if you ever had a girlfriend, first of all, that whole thing of looking pretty from my standpoint and my experience takes at least 4.5 fucking hours. And you never know. That girl might have been giving you the stink eye because she's a really good looking girl, and she has a job where she deals with the public. So, believe it or not, the amount of ugly fucking out of shape dudes who actually don't have a problem approaching beautiful women is actually it's pretty high. I mean, personally, I think it's funny, but if you're a woman, it's not as funny. And I think that's something that took me a long time to realize how uncomfortable that feeling can be. Because guys think, dude, I would love to be standing there and women hitting on me. But what you have to do is you got to see how we're physically made up. The fact that a guy, what if there was this thing that physically could beat the shit out of you and it wanted to enter your body? That's the only way to try to put yourself in and what if you're not attracted to it and you feel it getting angry when you're trying to communicate that, you're all set, and then there's the option that if they wanted to, they could give you a forearm shiver and begin to execute their plan, Oh, Jesus, how do I talk myself out of this one? You know what it's like? Put it this way, for all the guys listening out there. If somebody said, hey, man, I'll give you $10. This is like an old joke I used to do in my act. I'll give you $10 to walk over to that birthday cake and stick your finger in it. You got $10? Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. $20 or whatever, just something, You do it. You wouldn't think anything about it. Whatever. Stick it in, you take it right back out. You wouldn't give a fuck. But what if somebody said, dude, I'll give you $20 to take that cake and put it in your ass? See what I mean? There'd be a difference. Then you would have some questions. Where has that cake been? Are you going to tell anybody? I usually don't do things like this. That's why women, they approach sex that way. They got to have rules on when they're going to fuck you and all that. Did that example, I know on some level it made sense. I'm a little jet lagged. I haven't done that joke in a while, and I got to admit, halfway through it didn't even make sense to me. I'm just saying, Did I answer your question? So this is what you got to do. You got to treat women like I treated open mics. Okay, you just know you're gonna bomb, and eventually you're gonna get good at it. So just keep, make some notes. What you're gonna do the next time that happens. Maybe try to come up with a couple of lines. And I hope you appreciate what a fucking pain in the ass it is for a guy to get laid. You know what I mean? And that's why there's the whole stud whore double standard, because basically for a guy to get laid, this is what he has to go through. This guy actually has to develop skills to get laid. All you have to do is show up, I mean, for a guy, the brass ring is getting a 2-on-1, no TV credits, no my dad has a yacht. You just get it from talking shit. That is the brass ring for a guy. Now a woman, her first night of fucking, all she'd have to do is lay down on a pool table. She could fuck every guy in the bar. It's not a skill. It's gluttonous. It's gluttonous. It's like watching a fat guy eat an ice cream. You don't cut him any slack. Haven't you had enough? All right. I'm really glad I redid this podcast because this other one was not nearly as fucked up as this one.
All right, evil sister-in-law, Nia, come here. Somebody's, what was it, spilling the tea? Is that what you guys say on the fucking Real Housewives over there?
Just read the question.
All right. The level. What happened? Did somebody fucking burn your biscuits tonight?
I just never need to hear you say spill the tea ever again.
Well, I was making fun of that.
Oh, were you? Thank you for clearing that up.
No, making fun of me saying that stupid shit. I always say that as the kids say. You shouldn't be saying spill the tea.
I shouldn't?
No, that's young people. I feel like you can be 34 to 27. You should be saying that. Evil sister-in-law. Dear Bill, the bequefer of knowledge. I have to look up bequefer.
Bequefer.
Queefer, like pussy fart?
I don't know. Bequefer?
Oh, I get it. Instead of bequeather of knowledge, she's saying bequefer. So she's combining both.
Okay.
She made a joke, and I'm too stupid to get it. My family and I, very well written, have run into a rather...
Doesn't take much to impress you, huh?
Jesus. You're coming in hot here.
My family and I, it's written so well.
My family and I? It's usually like me and my family are fucking sitting around, right? And all of a sudden, my stupid fucking sister-in-law, who's a cunt with a K, but it's just my family and I have run into a rather frustrating situation with my brother's wife, and I need some advice. Cue the song. It's time for advice with your host, Billy Burr, and I'm ripping off this melody from somebody else. I used to have the recording of it on my computer. She is very emotional. She's a very emotionally damaged person and treats my brother very poorly.
Why are you laughing at that?
There's just something funny about a guy who just lets a woman fucking browbeat him. All you got to do is just look at him and be like, I could beat the shit out of you, right? Get the fuck out of my face with your fucking
Bill.
Witch hazel horse shit.
Shut up.
Don't make me... Okay, it's 2024. I will turn this bitch into 1924.
You're not going to do shit.
I didn't say I was going to do it to you.
That's right. You know better than that. Okay.
To do what?
For
Hit
example,
a woman?
talk to me like that.
I would never do that. No matter how much of a jerk you were being, I would never do that.
For example...
Shut up. For example, she regularly demeans him with criticism in front of our family. Oh my God, and explicitly explains to us how she doesn't let him use their bathroom sink to brush his teeth because she needs her personal space. Parentheses, typical entitled white girl shit. Oh, we're going to put race into that? I think that's just typical psycho shit. It's killing me to see what my brother... Wait. Your brother's not white, and he married some crazy white woman, and she said he can't use
Who
the
said
sink.
that he's not white? Where did you get that?
Am I crazy?
He's calling out the white girl shit, but doesn't mean that they're not white.
Typical entitled white girl shit. White people don't say that.
You do.
When do I say that?
Oh God! All right, just
I
keep reading.
don't say typically entitled white girl shit.
You've.
I made fun of white women fucking acting like they're the next group that needed to be listened to.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
So
this woman, I would just call my brother-in-law's cunty wife.
Okay, well, not everyone is as eloquent as you are, Bill. It's killing you.
Can I ask you a question? What the fuck is up your ass? All right. It's killing me to see what my brother has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It is kind of funny, though.
It is. I'm trashing it.
Oh,
It's great.
fucking hilarious. The only reason why they got married in the first place is because my family is Mormon. Oh, those black Mormons.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you need any more evidence that this is not a black writer?
All right. In the Mormon church, premarital sex is a grievous sin. Yeah, that's why you bang her in the ass out there. I've done gigs in Utah. Still a virgin.
What does that mean?
They
Did you participate in this?
No. People told
Bill.
me. Dude, there's
Bill.
no. There's no fucking way I'm fucking some chick in the ass in a state that is of a religion I don't understand, that I've never really heard of, that's only in that state. I'm not doing that. I've seen Arrested Abroad.
Abroad.
Arrested Abroad, I ain't doing that shit.
Utah. It's basically another country.
No. Anyways, it's killing me to see what my brother has to deal with.
Wait, no.
In the Mormon church, well, I had to reset. In the Mormon church, premarital sex is a grievous sin. You have to confess to your sin to a whole council of old dudes like a court. Now, what do you mean you sucked a dick? Let's get into the detail. Sitting there in a barn. Depending on your level in the church, story for another time. My brother was super horny, and he made a big mistake in marrying this girl. Even my deeply religious parents agree that he would be better off just hitting and quitting. LOL. Hitting and quitting? This you tell me this is a white person?
Yes, Bill. That says hitting and quitting in 2024.
That's
Yes,
some
I do.
classic jive talk if I ever heard it.
Yeah, no.
With him still being Mormon, divorce is also a big no-no. What can I do? Is there any way to help my bro? Easy. You have one of those barn fucking raising things that you guys do out there.
Barn raising?
What are they? They all get together and they build a barn. And
What is that supposed to do?
So you just do a Buster Keaton thing, except the door doesn't go over her, the fucking actual barn does, and you kill him. You kill her. You accidentally kill her.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about fucking, you just go, hey, we need to fucking build a barn because the harvest is coming in.
You talking about setting it up so something falls on her?
Yeah.
Don't give that advice to people on the podcast.
First of all, what I'm talking about is what the Amish does. The Amish do that shit.
I don't.
The Amish,
I don't know what they
they
do.
have hipster beards and they have a big red triangle on the back of their fucking
Yeah, and
carriage.
they don't use electricity, and they like hate normal people.
Yes, and then you go on Instagram,
They
they're
like
like,
despise them.
they're like, they never get sick. They don't ever die.
No.
That's why their beards are so long. Do I have any advice?
There's nothing-
Yes,
there's nothing you
leave
can
that
do.
religion.
No, he's talking about what can he do for his brother. There's nothing you can do. Your brother decided
It's
to
a
marry
she.
her.
Isn't it a she?
He just said, my brother. It's killing me to see what my brother has to deal with.
I know, but isn't...
Oh, you think this is a woman who's writing it? I don't think
I
so.
thought it was. I don't fucking know.
I don't think.
I just know it's not
unfortunately, I
Danny
don't think-
Glover.
I think you just be there for your brother when your brother complains about. Does your brother complain about her? That's the other question. Like, is your brother unhappy or is your brother okay with it? Because if your brother's okay with it, then you just have to deal with it. But if he is suffering, then definitely, I feel like lend an ear, listen, be supportive. Whatever you want to do, I'll support you. And but don't give advice. Just let him vent. You know. Right? Don't you think?
Well, isn't there... Can't you go in front of those old people and say in a nice way, I'm having a really difficult time?
It's not how it works. They'll be
Well, wait a minute.
They'll
Don't...
be like, take another wife.
But I thought women...
You're Mormon.
Oh, that's what you... You take another wife and you fucking treat her extra nice.
Just
Why are
get
you
a
so
new one.
nice to her? Well, because she lets me use her sink.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you just take one is too annoying. You just get another one. You don't divorce them. You're just like, all right, you know what?
That some
gonna
people
get
do that
a new
with
one.
cars. You just leave her in the front yard, like that car you're gonna fix up someday.
I'm gonna trim this.
Yeah, people don't know what you're talking about. She's
Oh,
picking a
sorry.
fucking
His eyebrow hair.
my eyebrow hair.
There's one super long eyebrow.